Some water is falling.
Now on the drill, and we've had 13 mil of rain. What a difference you actually see. Monday morning now, out drilling again, drilling wheat this time. It's skyscraper, this is single purpose, because that's after beans. If you look there, you can see a little bit of green. That's where the beans started coming up, but the power harrow, that's knocking them all out lovely. I did a load of spraying first. I'm now on the, it's now about 10 o'clock I think. I'm now on the drill, and we've had 13 mil of rain. What a difference you actually see the coals, and it's absolute dream seabed. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going a bit faster. I was going 7.5k before. I've now sped up to about 8k. And the PTO, where's the PTO speed? Here, going at 540. I've got it in 540 economy, and I've got the revs at a bit backwards and forwards here, about 1700, the same as I had it before. So, and it's pulling a lot easy. Let's go back so we can see some fuel levels. Performance instant. 7.7, 8 litres a hectare, which is a lot less than it was last week. But what a difference that rain has made. Absolutely fantastic seabed. The thing has just come on to tell me that the seed is getting a bit low, so I've got my camera on here. You can see that's the middle division of the hopper, because it's split into two, so it's starting to go down. You can see here the alarm is on telling me that that they're getting low. Let's see how much we've done. 4.63 hectares, and we've used 930 kilograms going up. You can see that. So we've probably got enough to get to nearly 1,000 kilos. We'll run that right out and see exactly how much we've got, to know whether the calibrations, as I said in last week's video, we want that calibration to be right, because if you get that wrong, your seed rate could be completely different to what you think it was going to be. It's nice to be able to see what I'm doing this morning. It really is, after that dust we had last week. But the rain's got in there nicely. It's nicely down to the seed. So that other field of barley I did last week, that should have some moisture to germinate, and this will be going into moisture, so this will be absolutely fine. Going to roll this later on today. It just needs a little haze, a little bit on top. The sun is sort of half out. You can't really see any shadows there, but it's sort of like half out. So, and it's still fairly mild. The conditions are still fairly mild. So, we're doing absolutely fine. It's nice to have a good autumn seabed. It really is. A lot more pleasurable doing it than it was last week, when it was so much dust you couldn't really see what you're doing. So you can see the hop was just empty. There's a tiny little bit of seed left in there. Look how much seed I've used, 999.7. So that is exactly spot on to how much it should be using. It's just changed screen now. Right, it's Tuesday afternoon now. I'm now on the rolls here, just doing the inside of this field. I drilled the inside of the field, now rolling it, then I'm going to do the headland. But someone said, or commented in my video, that you don't need to worry about the GPS when I was talking about the tramline marker getting it right. Well, because that tramline marker also blocks seed off, if I don't put the tramlines in the right place, when the seed come up, obviously the tramline's not going to be in the right place. So that's the reason I do it. And another thing, I made a bit of a mistake. No one detected it in my video. The drill was 5.95 metres. If you times that by 5, it's 29.75. And the rolls, you have to, there's only 3 widths in the thing, and you have to deduct 25 centimetres divided by 3. I deducted all of it in one go, which is why I couldn't get it to line up. I didn't do the rolling the other day. Someone else was on the rolls, and they just had to keep remarking it over here every time to get it to line up. And when I was drilling today, I thought, rolling today I mean, I thought, hang on, why is it going like this? And so you have to divide 25 by 3, which comes out at 8.25 centimeters. So that's what I've put in the, going to put in the thing. So then it will line up perfectly. Right, so I'm just going to put the correct value in here. It's 8.5 centimeters. No, 8.25 centimeters. So it'll be 9 meters. 91.75. Is that right? 91.7. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. So if you times 9.917 by 3, I'll just do that and then come back. Yeah, that is right. It comes out at 0.1 of a centimetre difference, so that is fine. So that's what it should be, 9.917. So now it should line up. I was a bit confused earlier, but yeah, that's all sorted now. Right, I've just got some different seeds, so I've got to recalibrate the drill. Go into there, weight required 4 kilograms, 4,000 grams, you just press run. It'll weigh out 4 kilos and it'll give you a reading. And then you have to take it off the, I've got the scales around it. Right, it's just metering out 4 kilos. Just wait till it's finished. It'll automatically stop. There we go, that's 4 kilos, so then we'll take it off there and put it on the scales which we've got down here. 4.9 kilograms there. So you have to deduct 780 grams from that and then put it in the machine. Right, now you have to put in here what it actually weighs. It's hardly any difference actually. It's 40524060. Okay, okay. Error 0.2%, so that's fine, that's spot on. So then what you do, because there's 2 sides of the unit, press OK. Here you can see that was in the left, you just change it over to the right one. So you've got different readings there. So you can transfer that over to there by doing this. 146. Okay, so now the left and the right is exactly the same, which means you shouldn't have to calibrate it because you have to do it a couple of 3 times to get it right, but you can transfer it over from the left to the right and then it shouldn't be far out. So then you go back to there and then you go run. I've first got to go move the box across. And you must remember to put these back on the bottom, this back under there, put that in and do that up, otherwise the seed will just come straight out on the ground. Right, we're just greasing it all up, all the PTO shafts and everything. Now, right, that's all done the main shaft here and the 2 shafts on the side, so I'm now ready to go. Calibrated, now ready to go on the field and do some drilling. Hi guys, here we are. It's now Wednesday morning. Out on the drill again. It's getting a little bit drier now because it's very windy out there today. Very windy. But yeah, I've got a bit of a situation with this field. The bottom of the field, which is where I am now, is fairly fine. And then when you get up the top here, it gets a bit more rough. So what I've done, at the moment I've got the PTO running at 540, 550 for the bottom bit. And I've got it on button number 1. When I get to the rougher bit, which is I'm now coming to, here, I'll press number 2 here, which will increase the revs. We're now at 650 RPM, but we're still going the same speed. Still going 8 kilometers an hour. So basically, the PTO is going around faster for this tough bit. That's one of the benefits of having the Vario gearbox. If you had a normal gearbox, you wouldn't be able to do that. It would just tractor would speed up. But because I've got the speed set F2 here, 8 kilometers an hour, it won't go any faster than 8k. Just the engine's running faster, but the fuel goes up from about, in the two differences, about, well, probably in between 9 and 10 litres at the bottom, at the top, and 8 to 8.5, probably 7.5 to 8.5 at the bottom. So it is using more fuel, but needs must in this situation of the ground being a bit more rough. There's only a small bit at the top of the field, but probably 75-80% of the field's okay. Right, it's just started raining, just that my window's so dirty, I can only see through the side ones now. But it has just laid the dust again. The dust was getting bad again. But yeah, it's nice to see it nice and moist again. And I've also slowed down the PTO now. I'm back down to 540 economy, doing 540, 550. Whether it's the rain or the soil is a little bit better over here, so I'm not really sure what it is, but certainly a lot nicer now. I just noticed when coming down the field, this wheel was sort of jumping a bit. I just got here and found a rather large piece of wood sticking right in there, and then coming out the top here. I have to try and get that out there somewhere. There we go. I got stuck in between the coulter and the wheel and completely jammed it up. Here we are, we're now on the last round of this field here, using the GPS, and I've just had the low seed warning come on, which is good. Which means we've got enough to finish. Yep. Yeah, we're on the third row around the field, so it's got the tremolo marker on. When this comes up and tells you it's low, might have to get out and level the seed up, because it isn't quite level hopper to hopper, but no, I think we've probably got enough to finish, because we haven't got that much further to go. So you've got the tremolo in, you see the third one that's got those two things in at the top there. So yeah, that'll be the last field at this farm I've got to do, so before it comes to beans, which won't be for a bit. So yeah, it's got not too bad. That rain today, with only a light shower, just made difference. It's laid the dust, it's a lot better. So right, this is the seed left over from 12 tonnes on 142 acres. I don't think that's too bad at all, is it? Probably about 1.5 kilos in there. I think I've just blown the drill out, because I'm now going to do barley, so I had to blow it all out, but that's all I've got left. I'm out in the, what do you think this is? That's the tramline markers. I'm out in the sprayer here, putting on some pre-emergence. The wind has finally died down. I've been waiting for the last 2 or 3 days. It's now, I don't know, evening time, so the wind finally dropped. I mean, yesterday that was well windy, really windy. It was blowing almost a gale, but yeah, finally it's died down, so able to get some of this stuff on. Got the LED lights on the boom, as you can see, so I can see perfectly what I'm doing. And I've just got the front, like these are like the road lights, they're on full beam, that's dip beam, and that's full beam, because I find if I put the other ones on, you can't see the tremolo markers as well. See if I can put them on while I'm driving, you'll see what I mean if I put them on. Yeah, you can't see it clearly, they're a bit bright, so I find it better without them on like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing.